Hey, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, I'm stoked to have you. Today we're diving into something raw, real, and transformative. The title says it all. She left you good, become unstoppable. This isn't just about heartbreak or getting over someone. It's about turning one of the most painful moments of your life into the catalyst for becoming the best version of yourself. We're talking about taking that gut punch and using it to fuel a comeback so powerful, you'll look back and thank the universe it happened. This is going to be a long one, so grab a coffee, settle in, and let's unpack how to go from broken to unstoppable. Let's start with the sting. She's gone. Maybe she walked out the door. Maybe she ghosted you, or maybe it was a slow, agonizing fade. Whatever it was, it hurts. It feels like someone ripped a piece of your soul out and left you to bleed. You're questioning everything, your worth, your choices, what you could have done differently. That's normal. Pain is a universal language, and heartbreak is its loudest dialect. But here's the first truth you need to hear. This isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new chapter, one where you get to rewrite who you are, what you stand for, and what you're capable of. The fact that you're watching this means you're already taking the first step. You're not curling up in defeat. You're here, seeking something better. That's strength, even if you don't feel it yet. Now let's get one thing straight. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Healing isn't a montage with uplifting music and a quick gym session. It's messy. It's nights where you can't sleep because your mind won't stop replaying memories. It's days where you feel like you're moving through quicksand. But that mess? That's where growth happens. The discomfort, the uncertainty, the rawness, it's all fertile ground for transformation. Think about it. When do people change the most? Not when they're comfortable, but when life forces them to adapt. This breakup is your crucible. It's the fire that's going to forge a stronger, more resilient you. So let's talk about how to navigate this and come out the other side, not just surviving, but thriving. The first thing you need to do is feel it. Yeah, I know that sounds like the last thing you want to hear. You'd rather numb it with distractions, binge watching shows, scrolling social media, or maybe even jumping into another relationship way too soon. But here's the deal. You can't outrun pain. It's like trying to ignore a splinter. It'll just fester, so sit with it. Let yourself feel the anger, the sadness, the betrayal, whatever's bubbling up. Cry if you need to. Punch a pillow. Write it all down in a journal and burn the pages if that helps. The point is, don't bottle it up. Emotions are like waves. They'll knock you down if you fight them, but if you let them wash over you, they'll pass. This isn't about wallowing. It's about acknowledging what's real so you can move forward without carrying that baggage. While you're feeling it, there's something else you need to avoid. The blame game. It's tempting to point fingers, either at her for leaving or at yourself for whatever you think you did wrong. But blame is a trap. It keeps you stuck in the past, replaying the same tired story. Instead, shift your focus to responsibility. Not in a self-punishing way, but in a way that empowers you. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Maybe you ignored red flags. Maybe you lost yourself in the relationship. Maybe you weren't showing up as your best self. Whatever it is, own it, not to beat yourself up, but to grow. This is about taking control of your narrative, not letting the breakup define you. Now let's talk about the stories you're telling yourself. Your mind is a powerful thing, and right now it's probably feeding you some garbage. I'm not good enough. I'll never find someone else. I'm destined to be alone. Sound familiar? Those thoughts aren't facts. They're just noise. And the longer you let them play on repeat, the more they'll shape your reality. So here's what you do. Challenge them. Every time a negative thought pops up, ask yourself, is this true? Spoiler alert, it's usually not. Replace those thoughts with something grounded in reality. Instead of I'm not good enough, try I'm a work in progress and I'm committed to getting better. It's not about toxic positivity. It's about rewiring your brain to focus on what's possible, not what's holding you back. This leads us to a critical mindset shift. You are not defined by this breakup. You are not the guy she left. You are not a victim. You are a man with a future, with potential, with the ability to create a life that lights you up. The sooner you start seeing yourself that way, the sooner you'll start acting like it. Think about the men you admire, whether it's an athlete, an entrepreneur, or even a fictional character. What do they have in common? They don't let setbacks define them. They use them as fuel. That's the energy you need to tap into. This breakup isn't your identity, it's just a plot twist, and you're the one holding the pen. Let's pause for a second and address something practical. Your environment. When you're hurting, your surroundings can either help you heal or keep you stuck. If you're still sleeping in the same bed where you two shared moments, or if her stuff is still scattered around your place, it's like living in a museum of pain. Change it up. Rearrange your furniture. Get rid of anything that triggers you, photos, gifts, whatever. This isn't about erasing her. It's about reclaiming your space. And while you're at it, clean up. A cluttered environment messes with your head. Make your space a sanctuary, a place where you feel in control. It's a small step, but it's powerful. Now let's talk about your body. Heartbreak doesn't just mess with your mind, it takes a toll physically. You might be losing sleep, skipping meals, or leaning too hard into junk food and alcohol. That's a downward spiral, and you're better than that. Start with the basics: sleep, nutrition, movement.
Aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night.
If you're struggling, try a wind-down routine. Maybe some meditation or reading instead of scrolling your phone. Eat real food, protein, veggies, healthy fats. You don't need to go full keto or anything extreme, but fuel your body like it's a machine you're tuning up. And move. Hit the gym, go for a run, or even just take a walk. Exercise isn't just about looking good. It's about feeling strong, releasing endorphins, and proving to yourself you can do hard things. Speaking of the gym, let's lean into that for a minute. There's something primal about lifting weights or pushing your body to its limits. It's not just physical, it's mental. Every rep, every drop of sweat is a reminder that you're capable of more than you think. If you're new to working out, start small. Find a beginner program online or hire a trainer for a few sessions to learn the ropes. If you're already into fitness, level up. Set a goal. Maybe it's adding 10 pounds to your bench press or running a faster mile. The point is to channel your energy into something that builds you up, not tears you down. Plus, looking better is a nice bonus. Confidence comes from action, not from sitting around feeling sorry for yourself. While we're on the topic of action, let's talk about your time. Heartbreak can leave you with a void. Hours you used to spend with her are now empty. That's dangerous if you let it turn into endless Netflix marathons or doom scrolling. Instead, fill that time with purpose. Pick up a skill you've always wanted to learn. Maybe it's cooking, coding, or playing an instrument. Maybe it's something creative like writing or photography. The goal isn't to become a master overnight. It's to invest in yourself. Every hour you spend learning is an hour you're not obsessing over the past. Plus, developing new skills makes you more interesting, more capable, and more confident. It's a win-win. Let's shift gears and talk about your social circle. When you're hurting, it's easy to isolate. You might feel like nobody gets it, or you're embarrassed to admit you're struggling. But going lone wolf is a mistake. Humans are social creatures, and connection is part of healing. Reach out to your friends, the ones who lift you up. Not the ones who'll drag you to a bar to forget her with shots, but the ones who'll listen, challenge you, and remind you who you are. If your circle is small, expand it. Join a club, take a class, or volunteer. Surrounding yourself with good people isn't just about distraction, it's about rebuilding your sense of belonging. And don't be afraid to open up. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's courage. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Her. She's still in your head, isn't she? Maybe you're checking her social media, hoping for a glimpse of regret or a sign she's miserable without you. Stop. Right now. Stalking her online is like picking at a scab, it'll never heal. Unfollow her, block her if you have to. Not out of spite, but out of self-respect. You don't need to know what she's doing. Her life is her business now, and yours is yours. If you're struggling with this, try the no contact rule. No texts, no calls, no just checking in. Give yourself at least 30 days, ideally 60. It's not about punishing her, it's about giving yourself space to detach. Every time you resist the urge to reach out, you're choosing yourself. While we're talking about her, let's debunk a myth. Closure. People think they need one last conversation to understand why it ended. Newsflash. Closure is an inside job. You don't need her to explain anything. You might never get the answers you want, and that's okay. What you need is to make peace with the unknown. Journal about it. Talk to a therapist if you can. Reflect on what the relationship taught you, both the good and the bad. Closure comes from accepting that the past is done and focusing on what you can control, your future. This brings us to a big one. Forgiveness. Not just forgiving her, but forgiving yourself. Maybe she did you dirty, cheated, lied, or just checked out emotionally. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting her to get sick. It's only hurting you. Forgiveness doesn't mean excusing what happened. It means letting go of the grip it has on you. And don't skip forgiving yourself. Maybe you made mistakes in the relationship. Maybe you weren't perfect. Who is? Beating yourself up won't change the past, but it'll sabotage your future. Treat yourself with the same compassion you'd offer a friend. You're human, and humans grow through failure. Let's talk about purpose. Heartbreak has a way of stripping away distractions and forcing you to confront what really matters. Use this. Ask yourself, what do I want out of life? Not just in relationships, but in every area. Career, health, passions. Maybe you've been coasting in a job you hate. Maybe you've let your dreams gather dust. This is your wake-up call. Start small, but start. Set goals that excite you. Maybe it's launching a side hustle, traveling somewhere new, or just becoming the kind of man you'd respect. Purpose isn't something you find. It's something you create through action. And the more you align your life with what matters to you, the less you'll care about what you've lost. Now let's get practical about your finances. This might seem out of left field, but hear me out. A breakup can shake up your money situation. Maybe you were splitting rent, or you're tempted to blow cash on distractions. Get your financial house in order. Create a budget. Pay down debt if you have it. Start saving, even if it's just a little each month. Money isn't everything, but financial stability gives you options and confidence. It's one less thing to stress about while you're rebuilding. If you're not sure where to start, there are tons of free resources online, apps, blogs, or even YouTube channels like this one. Take control. Let's circle back to your mindset, because this is the foundation of everything. Becoming unstoppable isn't about never feeling pain again. It's about how you respond to it. Adopt what I call the 1% better rule. Every day, do one thing, however small, that moves you forward. Maybe it's a workout, a healthy meal, or 10 minutes of reading. Small wins stack up. Over time, they compound into massive change. Track your progress. Keep a journal or use an app to log your daily wins. Seeing how far you've come will keep you motivated when the road gets tough. Another mindset hack. Gratitude. I know it's hard to feel grateful when you're hurting. But gratitude isn't about pretending everything's perfect. It's about recognizing what's still good. Start simple. Every morning, write down 3 things you're thankful for. Maybe it's your health, a friend who's got your back, or even just the fact that you woke up today. Gratitude rewires your brain to focus on abundance, not lack. It's not woo-woo, it's science. Studies show it boosts mood and resilience. Try it for a week and see what happens. Let's talk about temptation, because it's coming. You're going to have moments where you want to slide back. Text her, beg her to come back, or settle for someone new just to fill the void. Don't. Rebounds are like putting a Band-Aid on a broken leg. And going back to her? Ask yourself, do you really want to be with someone who doesn't want you? You deserve better. Hold out for someone who sees your worth, but more importantly, become the kind of man who sees his own worth. That's when you'll attract the right people, not just in love, but in every area of life. As you start to rebuild, you'll notice something: confidence. Not the fake, cocky kind, but the quiet, grounded kind that comes from knowing you can handle whatever life throws at you. This is the essence of being unstoppable. It's not about being perfect or never failing. It's about showing up day after day and choosing to keep going. Every step you take, every workout, every new skill, every tough conversation builds that confidence. You're not just moving on from her. You're moving toward a version of yourself you didn't even know was possible. Let's talk about the long game. This journey isn't about a quick fix or a glow-up to show her what she's missing. That's petty, and you're bigger than that. This is about building a life so fulfilling that her leaving becomes a footnote, not the headline. Picture yourself a year from now. You're in the best shape of your life. You're crushing it at work or in your own business. You've got a tight crew of friends who push you to be better. You're pursuing passions that light you up. And maybe, just maybe, you're open to love again. Not because you need it, but because you're ready to share the incredible life you've built. That's the goal. That's what unstoppable looks like. Now let's address setbacks, because they're part of the process. You're going to have bad days. Days where you miss her, doubt yourself, or feel like you're back at square one. That's okay. Progress isn't linear. The key is to keep moving forward even when it's a crawl. On those tough days, go back to the basics: sleep, eat, move, connect. Reach out to someone you trust, remind yourself why you started. And most importantly, don't let a bad day turn into a bad week. You're stronger than a momentary lapse. Let's wrap this up with a challenge. Starting today, commit to 30 days of intentional growth. Pick 3 areas, say fitness, learning, and mindset. Set one small goal for each. Maybe it's working out 3 times a week, reading 10 pages a day, and writing down 3 things you're grateful for every morning. Track it. Share your progress in the comments or with a friend for accountability. By the end of those 30 days, you won't just feel different. You'll be different. You'll have proof that you can change, that you can take control, that you can become unstoppable. All right, that's it for today. If this resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Drop a comment below. Let me know where you're at in your journey or what you're committing to for the next 30 days. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, share it with them. We're all in this together. You've got this. She left you? Good. Now go become unstoppable. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.